Do any of you remember using these Fujifilm Quicksnap cameras growing up? If you were like born in the 90s or so. There's also Kodak ones as well. You can still purchase them at places like Walmart. Um, I'm a photographer who mainly I use DSLR cameras, iPhone. Sometimes I use this Polaroid camera right here. And yeah, and so about probably back in May or so, about 6 months ago, I started using these cameras that I found that you can get at Walmart. Um, and it was my first time taking pictures using actual film. There's actual film inside the camera. And so being just a digital photographer, growing up in this day and age, it became really exciting using one of these cameras again. I had used them when I was a kid, and just to be able to shoot on film and the vintage look, and just there's something so authentic about the way that the pictures look. So anyhow, this is a story I put together with this special binder here. It almost looks like an arcade game or something. This is in front of the Tree Fort Music Hall in Boise. It was supposed to be kind of fun. So yeah, the story starts off here with my partner Colton. That's him at Multnomah Falls, and then that's the Columbia River Gorge. Moving on to Portland, that's the Portland Timber Stadium, Providence Park. And down here we have the Amazon headquarters in Seattle. These are called the Glass Spheres. It's sort of their feature thing. These are that's the Seattle ferry to Bremerton. They have a Navy base there. You can see like the ships. And then moving down to Idaho City here on a rainy day. These are some pictures of that. So kind of moving from big city to western town. And then straight back to Seattle. This is University of Washington. This is their campus here. It's a really nice, prestigious campus. And then I really like how these pictures here of downtown Seattle came out. This is by the train station, and then that's Seattle Public Library. This is the food court inside the Seattle Center near the Space Needle. There's the Space Needle there. There's a picture I took of my reflection using one of these cameras at Museum of Pop Culture, and I actually turned that into a canvas print. These are canvas prints you can get at Walgreens. So yeah, I thought it'd be really cool to shoot a picture using a film camera, and then turning it into a canvas print. So yeah, there's just all kinds of things you can do, opportunities here, more of Seattle. Coming down here, we're at the Oregon coast. This is the Peter Iredale shipwreck, Fort Stevens State Park. There I am at Seaside, Oregon, and then back to the Walmart in Boise where you can get the cameras. So then I have some shots of Boise here, Hyde Park, Boise Co-op, and then this is the Capitol building over here, kind of by downtown. I kind of reestablished just kind of how I see Boise and stuff. I tried to be pretty specific about the pictures I wanted to go out and take. Some of the street murals, street art. This is all kind of in downtown here. This is where Colton works at Velox downtown, and got a picture of me. And then this is Lucky Peak Reservoir Lake. not too far away, which I think kind of helps just add a bit of that feel of bringing the ocean a little closer to home. This is Diversion Dam, going down to the river. Everyone was floating. This was inside Yoitomo Sushi. Colton and I went out there for dinner. And this is just down by the river. Someone's floating. That's Friendship Bridge at Boise State. This is about the Shoshone who grew up in Boise down to where people float the rivers. There's some people jumping off the bridge there, and you got the train depot. That's the hospital where I was born in downtown Boise, and then that's the nature center, the river. So yeah, and then you got more of Lucky Peak here. Back to Idaho City. This is some stuff inside the Boise Basin Museum. And then I was part of the Canyon County Fair. So some good memories there. That's my mom and my brother working in the yard during the summer. My brother and dad moving something. And then I went out to a Warhawk Air Museum in Nampa. And got some pictures on film of the airplanes and everything. I think these came out pretty well. These have been in like World War II movies and things, some of these airplanes in here. So yeah, that was a really good day for photography. And then went up to Stanley, coldest town in Idaho. This is by Stanley Creek, a hot springs. And then over here you have Redfish Lake, creek by Redfish Lake. So yeah, there's Redfish Lake there. There's Colton. This is at Stanley Lake. This is where my parents got married. And then moving on to McCall, my family did a summer trip to McCall. So here we are in McCall, and some friends let us go on their boat. So that was pretty cool. We were out there on Payette Lake. And then it kind of moves on to this trip to Canada. Colton and I, our big summer finale trip, we went to Canada. So there I am at the border there, taking a picture of what it looks like going through customs. And then this is all Vancouver here, showing what it looks like, some of the buildings and stuff. This is Stanley Park. You could see a lot of seaplanes and stuff taking off. Totem poles at Stanley Park. And that's a cruise ship headed out to sea going past this little lighthouse here. That was really cool to see, just with the cruise ship and the lighthouse lined up. And yeah, that's the beach at Vancouver. This is heading up to Whistler. So there's Whistler there. There's the gondolas. There's Colton and Whistler. There I am at the Olympic Greens. This is the Inukshuk. You see those all around in British Columbia. The Olympic high jumps. This is a river way back to Vancouver. Really pretty waters. Kind of hard to see, but there's some glaciers up in these mountains. Really nice waters by Lionsgate, just north of Vancouver there, between Vancouver and Whistler, and then back to Vancouver. And then looks like this video is kind of getting lengthy. This is a lighthouse in Seattle. So yeah, this is all Seattle here, University of Washington, and then kind of leaves off with the Seattle Japanese Garden. I really like this picture with the 3 fish here lined up. There's a 4th one sneaking in there. Yeah, it's really neat. And yeah, and then this was on the train transit going to an Ed Sheeran concert at the Seahawks Stadium. And that's where it all leaves off, right here with Ed Sheeran. Thank you for watching.